Hi, hello, this is Jules the Human here, and welcome to Gaming Gone Weird, a podcast show all about everything going on in the gaming world that is weird, funny, very interesting, but very real as well. I'm one of your hosts, Jules the Human, and every Saturday I am not alone here. I'm going to be talking about gaming stuff, but I'm here with someone that you may have seen on the Impact Post show with Joel Pearl, and she is an otter today. It is Cresta Starr. Cresta, it is episode 2. Hi, hello.
What a utterly perfect
Oh,
introduction.
no.
I'm going to be the worst today. I hope you're ready. Hello, everyone. It is I, Cresta Starr, and welcome to Gaming Gone Weird. I am here with the illustrious Jules the Human. You may know him from Twitch and from being frustrated with these utterly ridiculous jokes today.
So, yes, we are talking about animals in video games, the wild, wild world of all these different animals that in animal like protagonists and stuff like that. But Cresta dressed as an otter, and I don't have a onesie. I don't own any onesies. I don't own anything, but I did have a Danhausen shirt, and I think that's the closest I can get as far as animal related things that I can wear. But we are going to give you all the news, all the weird news, of course, that we did in the first episode. Thank you so much as well for everybody that checked out the first episode.
Yeah.
It went really well. It was super dope. I mean, we had a lot of great feedback, and we're going to keep doing this every Saturday. So make sure you see it live, or you can see it later on the channel. But if you want to talk to us, you can say something in the live chat or in the comments of the YouTube video if you're watching it later. Or you can send in a super chat and we'll read your message on the show. We also have KYN chats, kynchat.com. Leave a KYN chat anytime, any place, and do that. And you can get your message read by one of us on the show. And last week, we messed up. We finished right at the end, and there was a KYN chat that just came in. So I got to mention, and this is going to be out of context if you did not watch last episode, but shout out to Vin Diesel for the $5 dono with the message, "It's about family." So thank you so much from last week.
Thank you, Vin Diesel. We're so sorry, but it is about family, the otter family. I will try to control myself.
Yeah, oh yes, thank you so much, Vin Diesel. And if you want to compliment us, send us a super chat. Tell Cresta how beautiful she looks. Go tell her, in the super chats right over there. But
tell Jules how beautiful he looks. Listen, this is a community of you and me, and we are the best, and you are the best. Look at his beard. How beautiful he looks.
I'm trying. I put more color in my hair for this podcast because it was fading out. Anyways, every week we are going to have like some sort of theme. And with our theme, we're going to have a question that we're going to bring to you. And we're going to tell you the answer of the question at the end of the show. Don't go look it up. Don't go try and use the internet. Really use your brain. Send us a message if you want to know what it is, or if you think you know. But Cresta, what is the question of the day?
So I'm going to read it, so don't judge me. So the question of the day is, which game was the first game in history where you could play as the main protagonist as an animal? Now, we've got multiple choice questions here. So one answer is Donkey Kong. Another one is Joust. Another one is Donkey Kong Jr. Another one is Sonic the Hedgehog. And your last option is Echo the Dolphin. Again, your options are Donkey Kong, Joust, Donkey Kong Jr., Sonic the Hedgehog, or Echo the Dolphin. So if you're watching this later on YouTube, go ahead and pause your video, no peeking like Jules said, and type your comment in there. And if you're watching us live, go ahead and type in chat which one you think is correct. And we've got a bonus question for you. Are Pokemon animals? Go ahead and leave a comment if you're watching this later on YouTube and type in chat what your thoughts are on Pokemon being animals. Are they animals, Jules?
Let me tell you, I enjoy Pokemon. Pokemon are pretty cool. I have a Pokemon tattoo and stuff. I would assume they are, because they do have them sort of like pets, but then they're also like consider them friends. I don't know. They're like in this weird thing. But if you have any strong feelings on whether Pokemon are really animals or human, because then we can get into like something super dark and kind of weird, I guess, where like people
what are you
Pokemon,
eating? What are you eating?
Yeah, and it's like we eat pigs, we eat like animals, but somewhere in the lore there was people that eat Pokemon. Anyways, it's
I
weird.
mean,
Let us
it's
know.
probably normalized if you think about it, because people see cows. They're like, "You eat cows? I could
True.
not." So maybe it's normalized. A milk burger don't sound bad though.
Man, yeah. Now I'm hungry. But yeah, let us know what you think. Let us know in the comments or in the live chat. Send us a super chat as well. But I have to know, Cresta, how did you find this first topic, this first game that we're going to talk about? Squirrel with a gun. Um, Everybody's talking about Zelda, the new Zelda coming out, Tear of the Kingdom. Everybody's talking about all these other games, and then we're here and we're going to give you the news about games like Squirrel with a Gun. What's that about?
So, Squirrel with a Gun doesn't have a release date yet, but it's literally kind of like with Monster Hunter. The name is the title, and the title is the plot. It is a squirrel with a gun. I found it because my friends are meme lords, and it crossed my desk, and it's been making the rounds on the internet as well. So, think of Untitled Goose Game, but you're a squirrel with a gun.
Um,
And that was a fun rabbit hole to go down about finding out with squirrels.
yeah, okay. Why don't you tell us as I show a little clip of what Squirrel with a Gun looks like? Well, hold on, wait. I don't know if I picked a good one. I didn't pick a bad one. I hope Jimmy doesn't turn us off, but here we go. This is what you can expect with Squirrel with a Gun here. It's just it's kind of what you expected.
Literally what the title is. It's Squirrel with a Gun. You're making mischief. It's literally, from what I understand, it's exactly like Untitled Goose Game. And what's even more weird, I guess, so I'm gonna go look at my facts. Squirrels can be trained, and some of the best trained squirrels can be walked on leashes. Did you know
Okay.
that?
No, I did not know that. I did actually see, I think it was this morning when I was on Twitter, somebody like feeding a little squirrel some water because it was really hot outside. And I was like, oh, that's cute. So I don't know. Would you have a little trained squirrel? I don't see
It's
why
illegal.
not.
It's
Oh,
illegal. It's illegal in a lot of places
all
because
right. Well,
they're
never
they
mind.
are they are very smart. Squirrels are smart, but they're also destructive. In the 18th and 19th century, squirrels were the most popular pet, and they were seen as a luxury pet at that.
But I mean, I would. What other squirrels or what other animals? I guess. Yeah. If people weren't having like hamsters or any kind of rodent stuff, I guess squirrels cool. I don't know.
Because
I wouldn't.
they tried to domesticate what they had, and squirrels are also highly intelligent. They've done experiments where if you dig up a squirrel's acorn and they go back and they see that you do that, they'll make a bunch of false holes so you won't dig up their acorns. Squirrels
What?
are really smart. They are smart. You ever seen that episode of Rick and Morty? We talking too much. They're gonna come and get us.
I don't know about squirrels in general, but this squirrel with a gun game does seem pretty interesting. We have another clip from just doing squirrel things. You could put a
And it's
little.
physics. If you're trying to jump from one spot to the other, I'm gonna use the kickback from the gun. Think, Mark. Think.
Yeah, it does make sense. It does look interesting. I'll
Made
try
in
it out.
Unreal Engine as well. I can't wait.
You seem super into this. Are you anybody in chat, are you interested in Squirrel with a Gun? Let us know. Send us a super chat, send us a KYN chat. We'd love to hear your thoughts on maybe, I don't know, if you were back in the 18th, 19th century, would you have a squirrel as a pet? Cresta, what's the weirdest pet that you've had? Now I'm curious.
My
Like, I
mom was
know.
a science teacher,
Okay.
so there have been chickens and lizards in my house. And I have this cat. He's old as hell. His name is Evie. He's almost 20 years old. And whenever my mom would have chickens, we would have the heat lamp, and Evie would lay right on top of that chicken cage where the heat lamp is. Like, which one is the nugget? So I gotta say, chickens as a pet, because even the lizards weren't that bad, but baby chicks as a pet is pretty weird. What about you? What's the
Yeah.
weirdest pet you've ever had?
I had a turtle. I just had a little turtle. He didn't really do much. I had to clean the tank a lot. Like it would get
Mm,
dirty like a lot, but we had the little heat lamp,
mm-hmm.
and he would just like crawl on my hands. I don't know. It was just like a little
Aw.
turtle. And I've had dogs and cats and all that, but like
Mhm.
I don't know. I've always wanted like fish. Like I think a fish tank is really pretty.
Mhm. That's a lot of
Just
upkeep too.
Oh yeah, that's a lot. But like now I'm a little older, like that'd be kind of
Yeah.
cool to just have to look at because like all the fluorescent
Yeah.
colors and all that. But yeah, now I have like cats and dogs and which kind of we can talk about the next topic we have here, which is
Mhm.
Stray, which came out not too long ago.
Yes.
And um, oh my god, this game, I gotta tell you, if you haven't played Stray, is a tearjerker, is everything, and you get to be just like a really cool cat, and you do cat things, and you're like, what do you mean cat things? And the first thing that comes to mind, you could do it. Like you're pawing at the door to get in, like your
Aw.
meow. There's a meow button and stuff.
Mhm.
So that came out not too long ago, and the pretty cool thing about this is that when people were playing, their animals were reacting to the game. There is so many pictures and videos of cats, of dogs reacting to the little cats in the game. And Cresta, what do you think about Stray and this whole phenomenon?
I think it's so cute. Now, I'm a buster. I'll be the first to admit I have the game. But when I was going to play it, someone says, oh, they pew pew at you. And I was like, you pew pew at a cat? No. So I didn't play it. I have it. And all the pictures I've seen and the videos of people's cats just like, hey, where's this friend? Where's that friend? I cannot wait to play it. It'll be the third cat game I've played. I've played Cat Lateral Damage, where it's literally you walking around in first person, slapping things off in your paw. And I've played Cat Quest 1 and 2. So I can't wait to play Stray. There's even a Twitter for cats reacting to
Oh,
Stray.
yeah. Yeah, just a ton of people. And on the subreddit, there was just a ton of pictures. Like I could have pulled a ton of videos and so many different things, but everybody's just like, if they hear the cat sounds, because it is taken from a real cat, like the audio is taken from a real cat. So your animals hear the cat and they're like, what's this? I see a cat on a screen, but the depth of field, I saw one where the cat was walking off screen and then the cat was looking behind the TV, like, where did you go? So
it's like a Spider-Man for cats. Like, who is
true.
this?
Yeah, like, did we get a new one? Who's that guy? What's that guy's name?
Exactly.
But it was a huge like, and they do, like you said, it gets pretty sad pretty quickly, and it was just a whole lot. I did finish it and it was amazing. Highly recommend it. Give it, I don't know, 9 cat paws out of 10.
I'm soft.
So
I cried at the end of Chrono Trigger how many years later? So I'll probably cry if I play it again. I'm soft. I am so soft. I'm soft.
I'm pretty soft too. We have some other games that involve animals, and we are definitely going to get into some other like more main topics about like what actually happened this week. But not too long ago, August 11th, we have Cult of the Lamb that came out. And I did have the pleasure of playing it yesterday as well. If you don't know what Cult of the Lamb is, you are a little lamb that is brought back to life by the one who waits. And you start a little cult in his name, and you're a little lamb. And this is a little bit of me throwing a feast for my followers from yesterday.
Such a good cult leader.
They did well. They got me good tithings, and they got the wood and the stone and stuff. So I had to throw them a little. Don't mind that triangle, or what is it? The star at the bottom. Don't mind that. Don't mind that. I had to throw them a little feast because they did so well. But what is it about being a little animal that just like makes it so much better? You know what I mean? Because we've seen a lot. We've talked about a few games, but like, what is it? Like, why do you want to be a little animal, Cresta?
It's the whole idea about video games that you immerse yourself. And in doing this, all the research for this show and for this topic in particular, it's like, it's so crazy how we want to be anthropomorphic. We want to be like even in the case of things like Sonic the Hedgehog, it's like you don't think anything of it because they're humanoids, but they're not. I can honestly say though, with Cult of the Lamb in particular, as a fellow streamer, having people just line up to sacrifice themselves sometimes.
Yeah.
It's really funny. It's a great interaction in a world where you're like, it doesn't matter how you look, you're a goat man now.
Yeah. And we're all eating and we're all having a good time, and y'all are praising me, and I'm a little lamb. But man, I had so much fun doing that. It was really interactive, like you were saying. And there seems to be like this need for different games to like interact as well. Like Cult of Lamb is the newest one, but there's a lot of games that are out there that like where whether it's on Twitch streams or just having a bunch of people watch you anywhere, it's just like people want to interact in that way, and they want to have an effect on what's going on the
Yeah, because
screen.
when you watch someone live, I feel like there are a few things that succeed. And if that is community, and the best way to be community is sometimes to be a little animal.
Yeah.
And in Cult of the Lamb, there's many ways to be a little animal. Some people grow old. Some people eat poop. Some people ascend.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that part. That's the weird part of it. Yeah, for gaming gone weird. One of my followers and somebody in chat, the little character came up and said, "Hey, I got this problem. I want to try this thing and I want to eat some poop. And can you facilitate that for me?" And as a good cult leader, I did it for them. I allowed
and you're
it.
an animal, so it's inconsequential. It doesn't matter. It's
True.
not real life.
Have you played Cult of the Lamb? Let us know. Send us a super chat. Send us a KYN chat. Let us know in the comments if you're watching this a little bit later. But I would love to know your experience, poop eating or not. Let us know. Well, in the game, Cresta, in the game. We're talking about the game.
Yes, in the game. For legal purposes, not in real life, in the game.
Yes. Oh, man. Okay, this is episode 2, and I feel like we have a ways to go to get weird. And if Jimmy allows us, I'm down.
We're going to be as weird as possible. Well, funny weird, not real weird, because that's weird.
For sure. Because that's weird. Don't make it weird in chat or anywhere else. We had the Nintendo Direct that came out. There was two big like things. If you don't know what a Nintendo Direct is, they're like, hey, here's 40 minutes of what's coming up, all the cool stuff that's coming up. We had a PlayStation State of Play, which is sort of the same. It's just like, hey, this is the stuff that we've been working on, and possibly for the holiday season or for like coming up next year and stuff like that. But we had the second free update in Mario Strikers that is going to be allowing you to play as Pauline and Diddy Kong. Will join the roster there. Diddy joins Donkey Kong, Yoshi, and Bowser. I mean, how do you feel about Mario and all his gang of friends? How do you feel about them being in every sport, playing every sport? I'm totally cool with it.
If it's not broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? Mario is iconic, and so is Bowser, Donkey, Diddy. Nintendo is very smart. They're really good at marketing their stuff. So I would have them do hopscotch, jump rope, battle bots, you name it. What's the one with the letter rip? Beyblade, whatever it is. Yeah. I would have Mario on everything.
Yeah, I just haven't tried this one out. I do like the what is it? Mario Tennis.
Mario Tennis is really fun.
Mario, I just don't like the one thing I don't like about the Nintendo Mario stuff is the price. If Mario has his name on there, it's like $59.99 for this. This came out last year, still $59.99. So that's the only thing I don't like about like the Mario stuff. Otherwise, I would play it all the time.
I feel like that's all sports games. Like I love that's a lie. I don't want to lie to you people because I'm a woman of the truth. But I feel like a lot of these like NFL games, whatever it is, like it's the same thing. Well, no, one person got traded, so I could get charged $60 again. Malarkey. That's weird.
That's weird. It's the sports games, and then I feel like Call of Duty has kind of fallen into that trap as well. Well, I mean, there was talk about there's a new Modern Warfare that's going to add third-person shooting back into it or whatever, but it's just fundamentally the same. And like you said, like if there's a Madden game, it's like, oh, Madden 2023 has this person on this roster now and this person on that, and I'm like, I don't get it, but if that's your thing, sure. I'm not going to spend the 60, but it's not for me.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, but if it's at someone's house and it's on the Switch.
Oh, sure.
Oh, we play it.
Yeah. Like I feel like with the Mario games for sure, the Mario stuff, it definitely is enough of an upgrade
Mhm.
to facilitate me buying another one. Like Mario Strikers has updates and stuff. The only thing is that Mario Kart 8, I have an opinion about Mario Kart 8 because that's old.
Mhm.
That Kart 8 it came out a long time ago and they're still doing updates for it. Just make another one. Like hurry up. Like I think it's the other thing where it's like I want them to make an upgrade, whereas like Madden and everything else is doing upgrades when I
Mhm.
don't think they need to. Um,
Fair. That's fair.
Another game that is coming out is for Nintendo, which is already out on other stuff, but coming to Nintendo that they announced at Nintendo Direct is this little game Tunic. Look at this
Oh,
little guy. Uh,
so cute. So
I
cute.
I've only seen some gameplay of it, and
Mhm.
I haven't actually tried it because it looks hard. It
Yeah.
is like a RPG Metroidvania sort of type game, and I see people like really struggling with it. Like he looks
Yeah.
cute, but I don't know. Have you played any Tunic or have you watched any Tunic?
I've only ever watched Tunic, I think, on GDQ speed runs or something like that. But it's a very cute game. So when I saw it on Nintendo Direct, I was like, wait, didn't this come out? But it was already released on Steam. And I think that this is great to get more eyes on. This game is visually eye candy. It's so good. It looks so good, but also it's hard. Like
Yeah,
this game is it's not like super hard where you're like intimidated, but it's one of those games where it's like, okay, this is how you control. All right, cool, figure this out. And it's intimidating, and I'd want to spend all the time with that game, but it's a very beautiful looking game. And you get to play as what I like to call Fox Link. So cute. So cute.
it is
So
Fox
cute.
Link.
So
Fink,
cute.
Fink, yeah. I
Think.
didn't talk about it. I didn't talk about it with Cult of the Lamb, but that one is
Mhm.
visually stunning as well.
Yeah.
Cult of the Lamb, like I would watch some streams. I mentioned it yesterday when I played it. I was like, I watched some streams of it, and like I was like, okay, I don't really understand it. I don't know what's going on really, but then I actually got my hands on it and on my own screen, and I was like,
Mhm.
oh my god, these colors like so gorgeous, and like Stray, like bringing it back, we had it
Yeah.
was a vibe. It was dark and weird, and the place looked kind of ugly. So like all these like animal games have like an ambiance to them, like they're
Yes.
bringing it in that way, especially like Tunic or Cult of Lamb, where they're just visually beautiful.
Mhm.
I love that.
And even if we go further back, I want to even say Untitled Goose Game for what it was still a very pretty game as well.
That had a really cool art style.
Yes.
It was very
It was very
unique.
pretty. Yeah.
It was almost like two-dimensional, sort of
Hmm.
like it looked kind of like it was off center, right? It was like an off
Yeah.
center style, and then 2D kind of flat, but it had depth to it.
Yeah.
But Untitled Goose Game was a lot of fun. There was a honk button as well, kind
Yeah.
of like Stray's cat meow
Yeah.
button,
Uh,
honking, yeah, honking around. But yeah, I don't know. It's really cool to be an animal. I don't know. Have what is there an animal that they haven't made a game of that you would like? Like, because there was one where there was like a shark. That one's kind of scary. Like shark's obvious, a big one. Some people like that. But what animal would you like to be?
I feel like the best way to really immerse yourself in an animal experience is to do something that doesn't exist. So I think Dragon Simulator would be peak. I think a Godzilla King Kong simulator would be peak. Because I know there's like ant simulators and maybe like a bee simulator. If there isn't one,
Oh,
I'm giving this away for free. Just go ahead and give me my 10%. Okay, just give me my 10%.
yeah.
But I think playing a dragon simulator would be cute. Or like, well, not cute. You would just be like a jerk dragon. You could either be a benevolent dragon or you could be Nico Bolas.
Dragon would be cool. Just, yeah, I wouldn't mind just breathing fire and stuff and doing whatever. That sounds
You could
cool.
be a protector too. Be like, hey, I'm here to protect my village. Or you do food for
Protect my
God.
gold. What do you mean?
True,
Protect.
true. Riches.
What animal would you like to be in a video game? Let us know. Send us a super chat or a KYN chat,
Mhm.
kynchat.com. Let us know and we'll read your comments on the show. But we're still on the Nintendo Direct, and I'm just gonna fire off some names of some games really quickly, and we're gonna talk about them all together
Mhm.
because Nintendo Direct had Harvestella, Square Enix's farming sim and role-playing game. There was Fae Farm, a farming sim with activities like fishing, mining, and resources. Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life is a remastered version from the Harvest Moon series with fishing, land tilling, and storytelling. With the Rune Factory 3 special sim, you could turn into a lamb thing. You see a little lamb there. Atelier Ryza is another one from remastered that you could dive underwater, ride horses, dolphins, all this stuff. Cresta, why are there so many games where you can have farms? They all announced it in they announced all these within 40 minutes. All these little farming games, they're all very similar. And
Animal Crossing, it can all be trades. I never played Animal Crossing, but I've seen very visually beautiful things that people would do in there. What is that? Have you ever played Animal Crossing? I should ask first, Jules.
I've played Animal Crossing, not the most recent one, but yes, I've played Animal Crossing.
What's that guy that everyone owed all their life to? Because y'all paid him all the money. And now look at him. He's branching out. And now you're just going to farm for him. This is all a part of his empire. Think, Mark.
He owns the farms in all of these games. It's the... what's his name? Somebody in the comments, let us know. Tom Nook.
Yes,
Tom Nook's. It's Tom Nook's Multiverse of Madness.
Yes.
Where we gave him enough bells. And now he's just asking for more money and more animals and
he
more.
He went to Nintendo and said, these bells are actually worth money. Don't make my simulators. And now Tom Nook owns Nintendo. And now we have all these farming sims. This is y'all fault.
I mean, like, some of them look kind of cool when you're actually watching the trailers. Mm-hmm. But like, why? There was just a huge boom. We're going in on this niche. Nintendo was like, this works. So, I mean, it was record breaking, right? The most recent Animal Crossing, it was like super record breaking where they're like, oh my God, we didn't know it was going to be that good. But a lot of it was because of the pandemic. But then they just went all in. They're like, give us more farming sims. A lot of people do like, what is it called? Stardew Valley.
Yes.
A lot of people like Stardew Valley and stuff. I don't know. Do you like farming in video games or doing like little chores and stuff?
It depends on the game and it depends on the chore. As someone who's an avid World of Warcraft fan, you could not pay me to fish. It's the easiest game to fish in. You could not pay me to fish. You couldn't pay me to fish. But I can also understand too, like, if you are someone who may be a casual, whatever that means, fan of video games, something that's a farming sim, like The Sims literally, but now a little bit more in depth. It works. It's something I can pick up and put down and not feel guilty about putting it down. I have to relearn the controls. I love it. And plus with the cute animals or weird looking animals, it gives you like a sense of like, oh, this is really niche and cute. You can pick it up. Like in that last one, Cult of the Lamb, there was a lamb and it was ready to be a lamb chop. So come on now.
Yeah. In those like farming stuff, in all those games that we said, you can have like little animals and stuff and you have to till a farm. I just don't like doing my own like chores in life.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just feels weird like to go into the virtual world and doing like chores. You mentioned World of Warcraft, like and I didn't play World of Warcraft, but I played like Final Fantasy 14, and like some of those are literally just like take these bits over here for me, take them across the world over here for me, take this, and I'm just like, I don't want to, but like you kind of have to. I don't know. I wish it was a little more simple. Like I want Farmville from Facebook. I don't know if I'm old. Do you remember
like that? I'm like, I do remember Farmville, but not like that.
Yeah,
no.
Like Farmville was super easy. I didn't have to think about it, and I can do like 5 minutes of Farmville or something. Now all of these are RPGs / farming. Tom Nook's taking all my bells. I just want something simple. At least you
got paid for it. I wish I got paid to do my chores. So I didn't mind it in World of Warcraft or any of these games or go do this, do that. Because when I come back from moving my socks to my drawer, I'm getting 50 gold. I get nothing in real life.
Are you going to check out any of these farming sims. Which is your favorite that looks good? Which one looks dope? Let us know in the comments, or let us know. Give us a super chat, kynchat.com. On the PlayStation side, I saw this, so I was gonna grab something for the state of play, but they released this after the state of play, and this game is called Unichrome, a 1-bit unicorn adventure, and you play as a badass gun-toting unicorn that is fighting in black and white, restoring the world of color, which is kind of like an animal, right? We can debate whether a unicorn's an animal.
If narwhals are real, I can believe in unicorns.
So there's this little indie bit that's going to be on a PlayStation, and
this is everything.
It's a little unicorn running around with a gun, and he's just doing stuff. And you get little rainbow, and you're fighting little animals as well. There was a bird like boss. There was some bird boss, but there's a trailer out right now. Does this sort of style interest you? I've heard some people say when I brought it up, it's a lot of clutter and a lot of like mess, and the music to go with it was a lot. I don't know. What do you think about this?
That piques my interest. It reminds me a lot of Enter the Gungeon. And I like things like Enter the Gungeon, like that, this 8-bit bullet hell. And it also, this is going to be very niche, maybe borderline weird. It reminds me of that episode of the Powerpuff Girls where the clown got mad and no one was laughing at his joke. So he took all the color away from the town, and then the girls had to sing songs, and then they restored color to the town, and then they beat up the clown. I feel old. I feel really old. I'm so sorry.
Everybody remember that one? Oh, man.
Sound off in the comments if you remember that. And if not, just type Cresta, you're old. Pack it up.
I did watch some Powerpuff Girls. I can't pull that one out of my memory at the moment, but I believe you that it did happen. I'm not going to question that. Yes, it reminds me of that as well, Cresta, for sure.
Thank you for humoring me. And back in my day.
It's going to be a lot of this show, episode 2, a lot of old pulls and a lot of niche stuff and a lot of weird stuff, but don't make it weird in the comments.
Not weird, just utterly ridiculous. I'm back. I'm back, baby. I'm tagging back in.
No. Yeah, so this Unichrome, a 1-bit unicorn adventure, looks interesting. I never played, what'd you say, Enter the Gungeon?
Yes, Enter the Gungeon is an 8-bit shooter roguelike, and it's 5 levels. All you gotta do is 5 levels, but it's really hard. And there's random bosses. It's a random generated dungeon, and the bullet shells shoot guns. Yeah, Enter the Gungeon. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a really fun game. And like literally you're shooting bullets, and there are things that there's like a euphemism, like you play League of Legends by any chance? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So there's a Cassiopeia Gorgon, and it's called the Gorgon. So yes, it's very funny. It's peak like 80s. The music is very like it's really good. I recommend it. It's frustrating, but once you get used to it, it's so fun. I vegetate on that game.
That's how I felt yesterday playing Cult of the Lamb. Like I was saying, I played 5 hours of it. I can't remember, like, I also wanted to talk about that too. Like, is that like the last game where you just forgot about the world? Like, yesterday, 5 hours went by so quickly, and I was just like, where's I'm in this world. I was like, what? And I just lost myself. Is that how you feel with Enter the Gungeon?
No, because I get very frustrated with that game.
Oh, okay.
It's very much you've got one life, and you have to get through the gungeon, get through the gungeon, and if you don't, you got to start from level 1 all over again. You get random guns, there's no save, and you get random guns, random companions. Chests can be mimics. You can get like speaking of animals, you get a pig that can get upgraded when you get a gun. It becomes an undead pig. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes.
I do like roguelikes. I played a lot of roguelikes and stuff like that. That's a lot of fun. A game that we picked out from the PlayStation State of Play. There wasn't a whole lot of weird stuff. There was a lot of cool stuff. And again, like we didn't even mention like the new Zelda Breath of the Wild #2. We didn't mention that because it's like everybody's gonna talk about that, but we got to talk about the weird stuff.
You gotta give the weird stuff some love. You gotta get the bottom of it.
Yeah, and on topic with our animals in video games, there was one thing that I saw, the new Sonic Frontiers trailer that's coming out later this year. But man, I love me some Sonic. He's probably my favorite little character. He's my favorite little guy. And here's a teaser, a little bit from the trailer. And it's
Oh,
just
wow.
cold Sonic fighting a huge. I was flipping. Man,
That looks
that's
so cool. Wow.
he like came upon like a hill and it was like, what is that? And he gave me like Shadow of the Colossus vibes. I don't know if
Yeah,
you
I was
played
gonna
that.
say, or Breath of the Wild too.
Very similar, yeah. And it was a lot of people were complaining like at the when they first announced Sonic Frontiers, they first showed some gameplay where there wasn't a whole lot of monsters and everybody was like, where are all the monsters, where are all the things that you're going to fight? And then in this trailer they're like, well, it's going to be these guys first. I don't know what they are. They didn't explain anything, but it's coming out later this year. I don't know, what is your connection with Sonic the Hedgehog? Have you played any Sonic?
I was a Nintendo girl. I've never
Okay.
played a Sonic. Please don't light me up in the comments.
No, it's fine. You're a Nintendo. I had like all the Sega stuff. I definitely remember playing a lot of Sonic. He was
But I will say, based off of that trailer alone, Dr. Robotnik, you've been very busy.
Mhm. Did you watch the movies at all? Is that a
I
thing?
did not. I did not. I get bad migraines at movies. I think the
Okay.
last movie I saw in theaters was The Dark Knight.
That was a good one.
Halfway through the movies,
That
my
was a
eyes are
while
like,
ago.
I can't, mother. I cannot,
okay.
please. And my brain just blue screens. And at the rest of the movie for $20, I have my head down because I can't look.
Okay.
So unfortunately, I have to wait 20 years after the fact. And people are like, did you see this movie? And this is me.
Yeah.
No.
Well, how do you feel about just gaming movies in general? Because I know there's a new there's a Mario movie that's coming out with Chris Pratt not too long from now. Sonic 1 and 2 just came out like last year or something like that. I don't know, they can be super hit or miss. I mean,
Yeah.
the Resident Evil movies,
I think they were good in the beginning, and then somewhere they just off the rails.
They lost it, but at the beginning with Mila Jovovich, that was my favorite, the very first one. But like, I don't know. Do you think games translate well to the big screen?
It depends on the game and depends on where they start in the story. Because I know a lot of people don't like the Super Mario movie, the original one with John Leguizamo. I love that. Such a classic. Good. It's so bad, it's good. I don't care what anyone says. Fight your mom about it. I feel the same way about the Street Fighter movie. When this man looked at this woman and said, the day M. Bison entered your life was the greatest moment of your life. For me, it was just the I don't care it was bad that Jean-Claude Van Damme was God. I don't care.
They do, like the Mario movie, so good.
Yeah.
I think it is, if they try to border on so bad it's good and not so bad that it's bad, like it's really difficult. But I think a lot of video games, they can. Yeah. And I think the Sonic movies did translate. We had Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik and like Idris Elba as Knuckles. He was really funny. I enjoyed it. So yeah, I liked the Sonic stuff. But this new Sonic game, Sonic Frontier, looks super dope.
And shout outs to Hedgehogs. He's putting them on the map.
True. Yeah. I don't even know. Why is he blue? Why is Sonic blue? Does anyone know?
My answer is magic, and you don't have to explain anything when it's magic.
Yeah, I guess so. Why does he eat chili dogs?
Magic. That's my answer. Magic.
All right. Well, if Sonic Frontier looks pretty dope for you, let us know in the comments. Let us know down there in the YouTube comments, or let us know with a super chat or anything. So that was pretty cool. Yeah. Another sort of like animated animal sort of thing that happened was Overwatch 2 announced their new support character, Kiriko. And for Kiriko's ultimate, they have something called Kitsune Rush. Summons a spirit fox and a ghostly Tori Gates. And let's check it out. With this new Overwatch character, you can create, or you send out a little fox.
I was hoping it'd be an actual fox.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna hold you.
like an
The,
actual
no,
little
the
fox?
person. The person is a guy with this guy with a
Oh,
fox hat on.
it was, yeah, it's just a person with a fox hat on. I haven't played any Overwatch. I'm not a uh, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind
Mm.
trying it. I don't know. Have you played any Overwatch? Are you excited for Overwatch 2?
I remember last episode where I said I broke a TV. I played
Yeah,
a first person shooter. Now I don't play any first person shooters.
of
It
course.
looks cool. It does look cool, but not for me.
It's one of those where has this happened to you or anybody
Mhm.
watching where it's gone on for so long that you're afraid to just jump in, kind of
Yeah,
like
too. Yeah.
if there's like a I was for a long time I didn't want to get into Game of Thrones because it was like
Mm.
towards the end and it was like you gotta watch it. I'm like, but it's been going on for so long. Do I gotta, everybody's already talked about it. Like that's kind of how it is for Overwatch. Overwatch has been such a big thing for a very long
Mm.
time. And I'm like, I want to get into it, but I don't know if it's for me right now. Like, so that's kind of why I want to try Overwatch 2.
Mhm.
Because I think it'll be a fresh start. I'm ready for it. Like Caleb is saying in the comments, you mean Overwatch 1.1. A lot of people that have been playing Overwatch, there's not a lot of big changes for it to be considered a 2.0.
Mhm.
But for somebody like me, I'm down to try it out.
Down the
I don't know.
clown, baby. What's
Down the
up?
clown. Yeah, I don't know. With franchises like that, I do want to find a way to
Mhm.
get. It's kind of like League of Legends. Like you played League of Legends, right? I got into it like this past week, or not this past week, this past year,
Yes.
and um, I got in it with what's her name, the girl with
Jinx.
no. Well, okay, yeah. I got in with it by watching Arcane, and
Okay.
that's everybody was like, don't play the game. Don't play the game. It's not like Arcane. And I was like, no, it looks cool. I want to be this character. And I tried it out and I liked it. But I came in with like when Zeri was a thing, Zeri, the girl with the
Oh
yellow,
yeah, I know who you're talking about.
with
Yeah.
that season. And I kind of got attached to it. And I was like, okay, cool. With these long standing games, it's very hard to get into, right? Like,
Mhm.
I don't know. When games franchises have been along for so long, it's hard to figure out how to get into it, I guess. I don't know.
Because it can be intimidating. I will even say that in the context of this conversation with like Sonic or anything like that. Because someone like me who's never played a Sonic game, I'm intimidated by the controls. And once you get into doing the spins and all of that stuff, now the game is different. That's not how it plays this time around. But I've been playing League of Legends since Cassiopeia came out, and that's a that's a long time ago. But also it's camaraderie, community again. If we go
Sure.
back to that, it's a lot of people. I started playing with a bunch of my friends, and yeah, those friends have changed over time, and I've continued to play it. But it Arcane, I feel I didn't watch Arcane because that ship had sailed for me. That's just me. But I feel like when you play League of Legends with friends or you coming in from Arcane, they're two different experiences. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Playing with your friends and then playing by yourself in League of Legends, and there's tons of weird little animals. You should play as Teemo, and you'll see how weird it gets.
Teemo is so cute. Just running around like
Being a
that. Yeah,
menace.
I'm a big fan. But out of all the games that we talked about, which one's your favorite? We've gone through a lot of like animal
Mhm.
games today. Which one, I don't know, the most inviting, or what? Give me a reason why you liked that one.
I think out of all the games that we talked about today, I'm really interested in Tunic. Like I was interested in Tunic before, but now that it's coming to Switch and I do have a Switch in my house, it's one of those things. It looks like a game that once you put it down or pick it up, you're not going to want to put it down. So
Mm-hmm.
being able to go on my screen, like, oh, yeah, I got to go to the store. I'll just do that while I'm on the train. Tunic looks really, really good. And again, I cannot put over enough the graphics and the possible perceived gameplay on the outside looking in. What about you? Which one of these little weird critters were you thinking about?
I've cried a lot on stream for different reasons. For some
Mhm.
reason this year, I don't know why. But Stray at the end, it had a chokehold on me.
Oof.
There was some people might not want to pick it up because it is a high price point and the gameplay is anything upwards of 8 hours, depending on
Mhm.
how long you spending time in the game, but like,
Mhm.
man, is that story worth it? And if you just let yourself go with the story, it's really cute. There's little allusions to outside things. So I can't recommend Stray enough for
Mhm.
anybody that's looking for a good time. And it surprised me. It really surprised me with the ambiance. I felt afraid because I didn't have anything. Like, I'm a little cat. They're like, things are chasing me. And I'm like, what do I do? And I want this cat to be good, and I want
Mhm.
them to, find their family and all this stuff. So it's a really good story. I can't put it over enough. I really enjoyed Stray a whole lot. But let us know what's your favorite game that we talked about. What animal do you love to be in a video game? Let us know. Send us a KYN chat, kynchat.com, or send us a super chat so we can read your message on the show. And that's coming towards the end. Do you want to give the answer to the question? If you want to read the question one more time,
I
the
got
question
you.
that we posed at the beginning of the show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the moment you've been waiting for. The question of the day was, which was the first game in history where you could play as the main protagonist, which was an animal? Or which was the first game you can play where you were the animal, or you were an animal? Your options were Donkey Kong, Joust, Donkey Kong Jr., Sonic the Hedgehog, or Echo the Dolphin. Are you ready? The answer is Donkey Kong Jr. in 1982. You could play as Donkey Kong Jr. doing the same thing Mario or Jumpman was doing in Donkey Kong 1. I looked high and low. Joust was a close second because in Joust you would ride a knight who would ride an ostrich or a stork, but you would be flapping their wings. So there you
That
go, ladies and gentlemen. That took a lot of research, and I could not believe that was that hard to find.
Yeah, that's really interesting because you could think of it as a way where Joust is the answer because you
Mhm.
are controlling, but you're actually the person controlling the animal that you're riding. Technicalities, but man, can we look at that cover one more time? Donkey Kong Jr. Look at Mario. What? What's
And then on
this?
top of that, it's like, do you include arcade games? Because right
Sure.
around that time, it was when I learned a lot of history, and y'all gonna learn today. It's right around that time where
Let
the
us know.
arcades were shifting over to home console systems. So you had to consider all of that. And yeah, that's the first one I could find where you're actually playing as an animal. Because Donkey Kong Jr. is hitting you with the I'm jumping over stuff. Because there was one Mario Circus where Mario is whooping Donkey Kong and he's juggling the things as he's on a barrel. Come to find out, that game is the beginning of Super Mario World. Because after that, Donkey Kong said, "You will not." So then he takes the princess and leaves. So that's Donkey Kong's villain origin story.
Yeah.
It's Mario's fault. Jumpman, but they're the same person depending on who you ask.
Mario Jumpman. So there it is. You are going to learn a little bit of something about video games every week here on Gaming Gone Weird. We are here every Saturday at the same time. Whatever time this is, whatever time you're watching it, we'll be here. Make sure to hit that like button. I don't think we talked about it, but hit that like button if you like what's going on over here. This like button will let us get pushed into the YouTube algorithm, get us more people to watch, and we can keep doing this show every Saturday. That would be super dope. If you hit that like button, leave us a comment. Let us know what you're thinking. But also, all day, every day, you can leave us a KYN chat to let us know monetarily. Let us know a question. If you have a question, let us know. We'll answer the question. Or if you have any comments about anything we talked about today, kynchat.com. Go ahead and throw something there, or the super chats if you watch live. And let me check those once again, because last time, again, shout out to Vin Diesel from
Shout
last
out
time.
to Vin Diesel. It's all about family.
But I've been Jules the Human. You can follow me on all the things JULES the Human. You can follow me everywhere. YouTube channel. I have a Twitch that we play video games on. Twitter, all that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Just go watch me play video games. I cry sometimes, and it's a lot of fun. Join my cult. Join my cult. Come by. Join my cult. I'm a great cult leader. People in the chat may know I'm a great cult leader. But Cresta, where can they find you around the internet during the week?
Guys, my name is Cresta Starr, and if you've got the Tweeter, the Bird app, you can find me right here at Cresta the Star. At the very top, there is a link tree that has all of my socials, whether it's Twitch, Instagram, TikTok. It's Cresta Starr, CRESTA STARR. If you can type that, you can find me online. Jules, did you have fun today? Was the animals? Did the animals get to you?
I liked it. I like that we found some really good stuff. I like that we learned a little bit about animals, and it was fun because there was a lot of animals that we could talk about in video games. That's a big topic, a big thing. And if anybody has any suggestions, because we do want to do gaming weird news for the week, but we also kind of want to do like themes and stuff. Like last week was modding. We did a lot of modding stuff, and it was very cool to talk about modding stuff that came out during the week. And this week was like animals, gaming animals and stuff. So if you have any suggestions, let us know. Find us on the Twitter app or leave us a comment in this video. We really would appreciate it. Go let us know what should be the next week. I think next week we have a really good episode already planned.
Yes,
so
God.
Definitely want you to be there for next Saturday. So come by live and check that out. Cresta?
That's it. I think I was gonna say whatever I was, but you took my thunder.
sorry.
I know you're good. You're good.
I think we're good. Thank you for being here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you guys so much. See you next week.